Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, today's big question is, what is the state of inequality in India? Is India becoming more equal or more unequal? And how do we even measure this? So sit back, grab your notebooks, and let's begin our journey into one of the most important debates in economics and public life. Okay, so students, let's start at the very beginning. Imagine there are two friends, Aman and Ria. Both are 15 years old and live in the same city. Aman's family owns a big house, multiple cars, and goes on vacations abroad. Whereas Ria's family live in a rented room. Her parents do daily wage work, right? Uh, Now, both children might go to school, but the kind of life they experience is very different. And this is inequality. When people have unequal access to income, wealth, or basic services like education, healthcare, and housing. Okay? तो इनइक्वालिटी का मतलब क्या होता है? बेसिकली अनइक्वल एक्सेस किसके लिए? इनकम हो गया, वेल्थ हो गया, बेसिक सर्विसेज हो गया, जैसे एजुकेशन, हेल्थ केयर, हाउसिंग, राइट? तो अब टू टाइप्स ऑफ इनइक्वालिटी होती है जिसपे आज हम बात करेंगे. फर्स्ट इज इनकम इनइक्वालिटी. Okay, income inequality. And then income inequality क्या होता है? When some people earn much more than others. जब कुछ लोग दूसरों के कंपैरिजन में ज्यादा कमाते हैं, ज्यादा अर्न करते हैं. On the other hand, there is wealth inequality. When some families have way more assets like land, buildings, savings, etc. ठीक है? So even if everyone works hard, not everyone starts from the same position. That's what inequality means. है ना? अब जैसे पहले वाले केस में देखो कि जो अमन का केस है वो डिफरेंट है, राइट? अगर मान लो फ्यूचर में दोनों की जॉब लगती है या फिर दोनों किसी अच्छे कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेना चाहते हैं या फिर कुछ और परस्यू करना चाह रहे हैं, तो दोनों की जो स्टार्टिंग पोजीशन है इट इज डिफरेंट, राइट? क्योंकि अगर दोनों हार्ड वर्क भी करते हैं बट दे आर नॉट स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द सेम पोजीशन, so that is what inequality means. अमन के केस में अपॉर्चुनिटी ज्यादा है, access to opportunities are more as compared to Riya. Okay, now what did the World Bank say about it? Students, recently World Bank, which is a global financial institution, published a report that said that actually has something surprising. According to that report, India is among the most equal countries in the world when it comes to inequality. Now, that sounds like a great news, right? And they said that something called Gini coefficient for India has fallen from 0.288 in 2011-12 to 0.255 in 2022-2023. अब Gini coefficient क्या है? Gini coefficient is a number between 0 and 1. 0 और 1 के बीच में नंबर होता है. So a Gini of 0 means perfect equality. मतलब everyone has the same income. Gini of 1 is perfect inequality. मतलब one person has all the money. So if India's Gini is going down, it means inequality is falling. है ना? तो अगर Gini कम हो रहा है यानी कि it is going towards 0, right? Then it means that inequality is falling. But here's come the twist. The World Bank, it measured consumption equality. Okay? जो World Bank है, it measured consumption equality, not income or wealth. So think about this. If a family earns 5,000, if a family earns 5,000 rupees a month, most of it goes into food, transport, and bills. But if the income rises to 50,000, then what will happen? You don't spend all of it. You'll save, you'll invest, or you'll even buy expensive things. So consumption doesn't rise at the same pace as income. So what does it conclude? That consumption inequality always looks lower than real income or wealth inequality. ठीक है? जो कंजप्शन इनइक्वालिटी है वो हमेशा रियल इनकम और या फिर वेल्थ इनइक्वालिटी से कम ही दिखती है, क्योंकि कंजप्शन एकदम से स्टार्ट नहीं होता ना, धीरे धीरे स्टार्ट होता है. अब कोई फैमिली है वो 5,000 अर्न कर रही है, तो उसके ज्यादा से ज्यादा एक्सपेंसेस खाने में जा रहे हैं, ट्रांसपोर्ट में जा रहे हैं, बिल्स में जा रहे हैं, रेंट में जा रहे हैं. अब वो सैलरी इंक्रीज हो जाती है 50,000 में, तो एकदम से थोड़ी ना स्टार्ट हो जाता है खत्म करना. वो तो धीरे धीरे कंजप्शन स्टार्ट होता है ना, धीरे धीरे फिर आ, दूसरी चीजों पे इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू करते हैं, राइट? तो कंजप्शन इनइक्वालिटी इट ऑलवेज लुक्स लोअर देन real income inequality or wealth inequality. So that's like judging a person's health just by how much water they drink, not the full picture. Okay? And moreover, this data, consumption expenditure, it comes from surveys. कौन सा survey? Household consumption expenditure surveys of 2011 and 2022. But these surveys, students, it miss out on extremely rich households. Okay. Their incomes are so high that they are often left out or underreported. And the 2022-2023 survey, it changed how it collects data compared to this year. So that's make it hard to compare both directly. Okay. तो लो लेवल पर तो एक्यूरेट इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करा सकते हैं, बट दे आर अनेबल टू कैप्चर एक्सट्रीमली हाई इनकम्स. ठीक है? और सर्वेस के जो मेथड कलेक्शन है, डेटा कलेक्शन मेथड में भी चेंज आया है, तो दोनों को कंपेयर करना मुश्किल है, राइट? अब अगर हम बात करते हैं, देखो ये कंजप्शन इनइक्वालिटी से हटकर जो हम बात कर रहे थे पहले, इनकम इनइक्वालिटी और वेल्थ इनइक्वालिटी, इसकी बात करते हैं. सो स्टूडेंट्स, रिसर्चर्स फ्रॉम वर्ल्ड inequality database world inequality database led by economist थॉमस पिकेटी, जिनको अभी लास्ट ईयर बहुत न्यूज में तो उनको प्राइज मिला था. सो they tried to fix this problem. They used tax records, national surveys, national level surveys, and data on billionaires and top 1%, extremely rich जो लोग, and their findings are very different. उनको जो डेटा मिला जब उन्होंने ये चीजें कंपेयर करी तो उनको एकदम डिफरेंट थी. So in 2022, India's Gini coefficient for income was 0.61, and for wealth it was 0.75. So to give you a perspective, only 70 countries have a higher income inequality than us, and only 4-5 countries have worse inequality than India. Right? So that is quite shocking. The top 1%. Okay. When it considering wealth concentration of India, top 1% population, top 1% जो rich हैं, it top 1% of Indians, they own almost 40% of all personal wealth. That's almost half the country's wealth in the hands of a tiny group. Can you imagine a cake where one person eats nearly half of it and the other 99 people share what's left? So that's how wealth is spread in India. So that is wealth inequality. Okay. And there's also a table included in this news article. Yes, this one. So this table, it shows that inequality has grown over the years and not actually reduced. Like in 2000, if the World Bank says inequality is falling, that's only half of the story. The reality, especially if you look at wealth and income, is far more concerning. Okay. Now, some people might say that consumption is getting better, right? Because people are consuming more. So doesn't that mean life is improving? क्योंकि consumption अब increase हो रहा है, यानी कि more people are, they are buying expensive things. They are not just sticking to basic needs. तो अब और चीजें भी खरीद रहे हैं, जैसे luxury items हो गया, और चीजें हो गई. So does that mean that life is improving? Well, there's yes and no both. When income rises, people do buy more, but not equally. Richer households, they might save more. They invest in education and business. They buy luxury goods. On the other hand, poorer household, they still spend most of their incomes on survival. जैसे food हो गया, shelter हो गया, fuel हो गया, medicine हो गया. So even if everyone is consuming more, the gap between the rich and the poor keeps widening. Okay. So this rate of improvement is slower for the bottom 50%. ठीक है? तो ये एक cause है. And now students, you might be thinking, why does it matter? Why should we care about inequality? Well, because inequality affects fairness. When a few people control most resources, others get left behind. It weakens democracy. Richer people can influence politics and media. Okay? And if most people are poor, they can't spend much, which actually slows down the country's economy. Okay? So when wealth and income, it get concentrated at the top, it's like, a tree that grows only one big branch. बाकी सब जो है वो एकदम stunted है, बाकी सब कम रह गया. So in the long run, inequality, it affects peace, it affects opportunity, it affects innovation. Right? So government क्या कर सकती है as per this news article? Government, to reduce inequality, government should improve education and public health. Government should tax the ultra rich people fairly, create jobs with fair wages. Government should support small businesses और farmers जो हैं, क्योंकि उससे क्या होगा, उससे employment generation होगा, country की economy prosper करेगी. And government and societies must ensure that there is equal access to internet and technology. So while India has done well in some areas like expanding digital service and welfare schemes, but there's a lot more to do. And as students, you can stay informed, you can ask questions and be part of the change. All right. So that's all for today. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, keep learning. Jai Hind.